everybody. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, it's my 1 year channelversary today.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for agreeing to come on here with me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And yeah, thank you. I know I put the thumbnail out last minute. I was playing cut and paste too long with the sleeping hats on the thumbnail, so
It was worth it.
It's
though.
very
It came out
cute.
good.
But today I have some of my channel besties with me.
Aw.
I have let's see if I can put y'all if I can change the layout and bring y'all on for a minute. I'm playing with the layouts right now. Okay. We have Ange with Roots and Waves.
Hey, everybody.
Yes. Ange is a layered
Caterpillar.
reader. Yes. And what stuffed animal do you have with you today, Ange?
I have a little caterpillar, well, big caterpillar, and my Tweety blanket.
Oh.
And I'm just all cozy, ready for the PJ party. Happy to be
yeah,
here.
I forgot. Yeah. You know what that makes me think of? Remember the glowworms?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I had one of
Yes.
those. Yeah, it just made
Exactly.
for a minute I was like, I know that's not a glowworm, but it'd be so cool if it was. And then next we have Heather, Indigo
Hey, everybody.
Jaguar. Please subscribe to Heather. Heather
you.
is actually the very first one, probably one of the first friends that I've made in our community that we did stuff
We'll
together.
do the poetry. Yep.
Yeah.
My
You
fellow
and Jeff.
poetess.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just can't thank y'all enough for, giving me the encouragement to just do this thing. And
Well,
I've
thank you
enjoyed
for
it.
being a part of our lives and joining us on our shows and sharing your beautiful talents with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
And
thank
I have
you.
Bruno with me. He is almost as old as I am. I've had him since I was 5, so he decided to join the party tonight, and probably
That's
the other one
amazing.
too at some point. So
That is amazing. I love that. Well, thank you so much, Heather. And y'all,
welcome,
please check
honey,
out
of
Heather's channel, poetry, readings, all kinds of stuff that Heather has going on in hers. So I promise
And
you, there's
music.
something you will find. Yes,
Yes.
and music, and the same with Ange, and everybody here. So Elizabeth, the more intuitive me.
Hey, friends.
Hi. Well, I don't know how long it's been now, Elizabeth. When did we all start meeting? Did I not move you over there? What happened?
Oh.
Okay. That was weird.
No,
Okay.
I got put her on the big screen. I'm on the big screen.
I keep putting Elizabeth back, and
There
then
you
it does
go.
that. It did it on
There
its own,
she
I
is.
swear. That's weird. Okay.
It was during hurricane season.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was during hurricane season. I did a live and I was scared to death, and Ange popped in and kept me company.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's wanting to do this to you,
I
Elizabeth.
know.
It keeps kicking you off. I've never had that happen before. That's so weird. Well, y'all please subscribe to Elizabeth. I see you're over
Mercury retrograde
300 and something now, and yeah. And then Ange and y'all are what, up to 1.5 or something? It's crazy. Y'all are doing awesome. So, well, thank you for being here, Elizabeth. And what's on your sleep mask? What does it say? Does it say something?
Lovely.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yes.
I couldn't find my cat one. I wanted to wear my cat one, and then I was like, you know what? I'll just wear my Care Bear ears.
I was going to wear a face mask, but then I thought it wouldn't be appropriate.
Hey, Karen,
I wouldn't care.
You readjust. I just feel really.
I'm trying to do that right now, Heather. I promise. Which one puts us all in the normals? Like this?
Down at the. There you go.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
It's okay.
Mercury retrograde, right?
I know the shenanigans. Yes.
Yes. And then we've got some people in chat here. Let's see. Hi, Janet. So good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Janet.
And all State of Grace Tarot. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Miss Maru.
Oh,
Hi,
Madame.
Madame Maru.
Mr.
How are you?
Dinkles. Who's
Mr. Dinkle's cousin. Sorry, y'all. My stand is like a little bit wonky, so yeah. Okay. Hey, Audra,
Hey,
how are
Audra.
you? Thank
How
you
are the
so very
competitions
much.
going?
Thank you. Oh yeah, it's so cool. Like she's archery.
Yes, she does
That's
archery
such-
competition.
Yeah, that's so Katniss.
Bad.
I love that. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That is totally like something I wish I could do, but yeah, that's
I always wanted to learn.
not my wheelhouse, right? And then I kind of showed him. Oh yeah, I accidentally threw him.
Hi, Fatima.
And I had my little Pusheen.
Pusheen!
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yes. And squishy. Like you could use them as a pillow.
He's
So
cute.
yeah. I wish I had one of my original Care Bears.
Right?
I
That
know.
would
I
be
used to
I
have
awesome.
Rainbow Bear.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to
know.
mine. I had the one with the shamrock on it, but I don't know where he is.
Oh, he's the cute one. The cute one. I do have like my grumpy bear.
Aw.
You did
You're
that, like
never
the grumpy bear.
grumpy.
I can be. Oops. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you for being here. Oh, Fatima's so sweet.
I
love
know.
Fatima.
And State of Grace Tarot is Justine, for those that don't know.
Justine. Okay.
State of Grace
Pretty.
Tarot, yeah.
Okay.
So make sure you go and subscribe because she's
Pretty.
amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, so I know like all of us have some charms and stuff. And one more. Hey, Rochelle.
Hi, Rochelle.
Thank you for being here.
Rochelle,
Oh, thank you.
hey.
Rochelle,
yeah.
those cards
My
are
pajamas
so
are
cool.
zodiac. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's like
Oh,
you can see the pattern.
oh, they are cool.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
they're really silky. They feel pretty good. I gotta say.
Aw.
I got them like they were on sale on Amazon for like $20, like the full satin pajama set in my pattern. Like I was like, wow, because it's not cheesy at all. Like I love it. It kind of like a retro feel. And then and then they threw some mermaids on there for good measure.
Yeah.
So, Aquarius, maybe?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The War Bear, although she's air.
Just water. I don't know.
I don't have
So-
pajamas, so I just threw on my Tweety blanket and grabbed my stuffed animal because
It's perfect.
I mean I have fuzzy pajama bottoms, I suppose, but you wouldn't be able to see those from sitting here.
Yeah,
I've
like
got my
I
black
don't really
fleeces on,
wear.
so.
I don't really like have a bunch of pajamas or anything, but like now,
No.
like these kind of make me want to have some. Like,
Right? They're super cute. Are they warm too?
They're like not. They're not. See, I'm really hot natured, so like at
Mhm.
first I was like, oh my god, these are gonna make me sweat or whatever, but they're not.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
okay.
not.
So I was gonna
But
say it would
they're
make
not
me
like
hot.
they're not like flimsy
yes. I
either,
get
but they're
hot
not.
easy.
Yeah, they actually
Mhm.
they're doing pretty good
When I
now.
was younger, I made the mistake of getting a set of satin sheets for my bed, and I just kept sliding out of the bed on them. You try to get up in the morning, and boom, you're trying to move around, and then when it gets warm and it gets sweaty, it's just like they're not cracked up to be. No, nope.
Miss
wanna get
Tarot
another
D.
silk pillowcase.
Miss Tarot D is here.
Miss Tarot D.
Mwah.
She says everything went well. Thank you for your prayers, but they're in a lot of pain tonight. So I am so
sorry,
grateful
love.
that everything went well. I'm sorry that you're in pain, but honestly, you've been on my mind all day, and I've been sending you prayers. And we love you so much. So thanks for being here. Like, oh, Miss Tarot D, we love you.
Absolutely, Misty.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you for being
Caterpillar
here. I mean, you just
kisses.
were in the had surgery today, and you're here tonight. That means a lot.
Let's give Miss
That
Tarot
means a
D
lot.
some kisses from our stuffy.
All right.
Miss Tarot D, feel better. Feel better.
Oh, bless. We
We
love
love you,
you,
Miss
Miss
D.
D. Oh. Whoops. Okay. All right. Yeah, my thing like is just kind of turning. So yeah, I'm
That's gonna
using a
drive you
different
nuts.
stand.
That's gonna drive you nuts.
Oh, it's making me nuts. Yeah. And then I'm like looking, I'm like, what have I done here? Like, oh my gosh. Okay. Whatever, right? So we all like to use charms and stuff, and I thought it would just be kind of fun because we've never like really talked about some of our favorite charms before, or like how we figure out. Yeah.
A toast to our
Oh,
beautiful
thank you. I was
friend
like,
A
oh, she
Karen.
raised her hand. That was
toast.
so
A
cute.
toast to our
Yay.
beautiful friend Karen, to 1
Yes.
year
Aw.
and many, many more.
More. Yep.
Cheers
Yes.
to you.
Oh, thank
Cheers.
you.
Love you.
Mm.
Oh wait, I forgot. Cha-ching, cha-ching,
Mhm.
cha-ching.
Oh,
Can I just
before,
say, like I was saying backstage, these poppies are really good, and I recommend the raspberry rose.
it's
It's
a
Oh.
only
cute
got like
can
5
too.
grams of sugar in it, so
Mm.
not too bad.
Mm.
Trying to cut back
Oh,
on the sugar
hey
with the
Joe.
sodas.
Thanks for
Janet,
being
all I have
here.
is
Oh,
M&Ms.
Hi, Joe.
hey.
M&Ms are amazing.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. You know, actually, before I start like on or sharing our charms, I forgot. So like I thought about it. What was the first thing I ever posted? What was my first video? 1 year today. And it was just like my introduction, like, hey, welcome to my channel, all this stuff. And I believe I shared a poem on that first one.
I was going to say, I remember an Anatolian piece of artwork, and then you did a poem to it, or there were multiple ones. That's what's sticking in my mind.
Yeah,
And I
I
was like,
think
who
that was the
is this?
second
This is
one that I
poetry.
did. Yeah.
Okay.
And then my first one was just like a poem I actually wrote one night after one of your poetry nights, Heather. Like I just sat on my phone and I was like, okay, I just wrote it. And it's called Subconscious. Ground floor, elevator, descend into the depths. What forgotten relics have been left here? The shape of my motivations, the flawed perceptions, the heartbreaks, the wounds to ego, mangled memories, golden moments, forgotten wins. The darkest recesses of my soul hiding. What emotion was buried here? What has been left here never to see the light again? Waiting impatiently to emerge. Dreaming of the day they can all be housed behind glass, with a golden plaque upstairs that states, here are the pieces of me I wanted no one to see. Not even myself. My dark matter, my skeletal soul, my mental blueprint. Was this foretold? Until my glorious display exists, please be so kind as to label this box in storage for my therapist to read, or just simply pull a tarot card for me.
Mangled memories. I love that.
Thank you.
My
That
mangled
makes me want to
memories. Oh my
cry.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought about like, being in a
Mhm.
museum and, all these artifacts and everything and, the plaque to state like, this was this and the history of it. Well, I mean, really like any one of us, I mean, we have artifacts of our own life. And I was just thinking, all these things that we have buried underneath, like if you go to and I imagined in this museum, it was like on the subfloor, like below, underground.
That's where they
And
hide.
yeah, and where they put all the pieces that they don't display, and I was just imagining a box of me, my subconscious, my dreams, my fears, all of those good things just hiding there. So I was just thinking about, us wanting to have parts of ourselves remembered too. And just thinking, about my little plaque. Yeah.
Aw.
So that's where some of that was from.
I love that.
Janet, you're too sweet. Oh, That's
When
so
I worked as a
sweet.
security
Thank
guard,
you. Like
we
a
would have to go
radio voice.
downstairs and check the vaults, especially when you worked
Yes.
the midnight shift. And I used to go down there and pull out the sliding racks and look at paintings and artwork that people typically didn't get to see. So
Oh,
I would take time and pull out and look at a lot of the collection. So yeah, pretty cool. I'd like the analogy. I really do.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be so cool to be able to see all the stuff they don't put out, right? Too. That would be
Mhm.
amazing. Oh, hey, Selena.
Yep.
I missed you. I'm sorry. Hi.
Hey.
Y'all's live was really good last night, Heather
Oh, thank
and
you.
Selena. Yeah.
Yes, Selena and I have a nice vibe when we read.
Yeah.
So it's nice when you find readers that you
Super
just connect with the
sweet.
cards and you have that,
Mm-hmm.
that conversation that come out. It was nice. It's um blah, 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 blah. Selena, I still can't talk from last night. But it's nice to have, new people in our community, they're such a joy and brings a freshness and another voice and unique soul, to our
Absolutely.
mix. So
Yep.
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I know that we've been bringing, and hopefully, I mean, I feel like more people are going to be catching on. I mean, and encouraged me, or like without encouraging me, encouraged me to pull my charms back out.
Yes.
Yeah, because I hadn't
Mhm.
done them in so long. And then I was like, but I don't really have that many right now. And then she was like, girl, you have kids. There's charms all over your house. I was like, you're
There you
right.
go.
Yeah.
Logos, all kinds of things. And that's the thing with the charms. I mean, like you can pick an acorn outside if you wanted to, and use it as a charm. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's one of
a,
mine.
a
Hmm.
button. I mean, all kinds
Yeah.
of stuff and
Yes.
assign meanings to it. So you don't have to, buy them. I'm going to start like venturing into making some and testing out with some different media. First, it's the easiest is Shrinky Dink.
Yes.
Yeah. Sculpey is fun to play with.
Yes.
And you
And
can
then
bake it.
clay, you got your polymer clay ones.
The Sculpey, yeah.
Yeah, or you can even use like air dry clay, I think
And
too.
if you go to try a polymer clay, there are two brands. I'm trying to think the name of the other one, but the Sculpey is more. It's easier for hands to mold. The other brand that's popular, I can't think of it. Of course, it just completely left me. It's harder
It's good to
to
know.
work with. So Sculpey is the one that warms up and is more malleable.
Okay,
Especially if kids
cool.
want to make something, it's
Yeah,
easier on the
right?
kids' hands.
Yeah,
I can't think of the
yeah.
other brand, but Sculpey is the best to use. And if you get white and you bake it, then you can pull it out and then the girls can color it, Or even
Oh,
that Model Magic from Crayola. That's a lot of fun because it comes down to consistency of like marshmallow
I'm
and
loving
it
this
takes
talk.
24 and it comes in different colors and it comes in white. So after 24 hours, make sure that it's hardened, then you can go in and still paint on them too. So, you know,
Oh
that's
wow.
the suggestions.
Wow, that's
That's
so
Well,
cool.
I was just like, I got to talk about the art. So I figured,
Yes,
get
and
some
I
advice
want
from
to
you folks.
and
Yeah.
then try, of course, resin.
Mm-hmm.
The more I'm looking into that, I'm thinking I need to go UV because I don't really have. It could be dangerous around here. Like,
Bobby uses
I don't. I
resin, so you
think
might
that
want
they'll
to
like
ask
my kids
Bobby.
will mess with it. So you have to let
Bobby.
it dry
Mhm.
for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to use the UV so it'll just like, dry it quickly. Um, Speaking of, yeah, Bobby, I
He did
wasn't able to
resin.
find the other one is in my bowl. I just, didn't have time, but
Oh, that's
he made
right.
me like little
Yes, I
Hermes
know.
wings. They were like a matching set. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it. Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
he made that for you? I thought
Yes.
he bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby, I want one
Isn't
too.
that
In black would
exquisite?
be cool. Yeah.
So, and he was like, so where are you gonna, you know, how do you want to use them or whatever? Like he's curious. And so I was just like, well, one will be like if I'm thinking that it's the left wing or whatever, that'll be a spirit message that you need to watch out for. And then one
Mm-hmm.
on the right will actually
Mm-hmm.
be a message in real life that you're going to get. So be aware of that.
There you go.
So that's kind of my assigned meaning that I'm telling the universe. Like that's what they are. So.
Well, like your pendulums, you know, they let you know
Yeah,
which is a yes answer, which is a no.
Yes.
Same thing with your charms and your cards. You can tell spirit, I want these cards and these charms to represent this in this way, a layout, or you know, just general. And yeah, very
Exactly.
cool.
You just kind of have to put the intention out there and you know, shuffle or you know, like while you're doing that, and try to stay clear about it, right? But I'd say these are probably my favorites right now.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Because it's just
I was trying to find mine,
so
Karen,
sentimental.
but I don't know where they are. They're in that bowl somewhere.
They're
You know
in the
what's-
bowl somewhere, yes. And
You know
then,
what's really weird about Bobby's charms is that like it only comes. I've only had it come out once. Once. Oh yeah, there's your little Russian doll.
And
I
sent
always
this to
wanted a
me from
set.
her charm collection.
I've got the little yellow one.
Yes, I love the idea of the nesting doll. I want to know, what do you say when this comes out, Ange?
This is for me when it comes out most of the time, depending on how and where. But it's talking about like the inner parts of us and how you know sometimes we have to like dig a little bit deeper or like work on different
I love
aspects of
that.
ourselves. It's meant a little sometimes a
To
little
open
bit
up.
different, but
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to like the layers of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Getting to
I
the
did
core of the
see-
matter.
Hey, Mama Sushi. I just wanted to say hey.
Oh hey,
Amanda.
See you. I love
I
Mama
have
Sushi's
a
name.
nesting doll.
You do?
Yeah, it's like right on top of the mirror there.
Oh, I see
Oh,
her.
cool.
And I'll grab her because
I'll go grab mine. Hang on.
she has a lot of layers.
Wow. This is cool. We should just like have chats more. Like
Mhm.
where we just get to talk.
Yeah.
So here she is full size.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They are so beautiful.
And I got this in Alaska.
In Alaska, cool. Oh, Jackie.
Well, Jackie, what are you doing?
Wow.
It's like 1:00 in the
Top
morning.
of the morning to you. No, that's not really a saying over there. Hey, Jackie. So good to see you.
Jackie, you can't sleep, sweetheart?
Oh, bless. What time is it over there?
What design does yours have on it,
1 a.m.
Elizabeth?
Here, I'll show you. I got anxious and I started taking her apart.
Oh, she's got insomnia.
Yeah.
Oh, those little nesting dolls. I love them. I love them.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh,
I picked her up in
love.
Alaska in
Look at the strawberries.
Sitka. I think Sitka is the Russian American city. Sitka, Alaska.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah,
cool.
and she comes
I want to
like
go to Alaska.
this is hand painted, and I had to order it from a country. I forget which country it comes from. It starts with an S. I forget, but it's all hand painted, like these hand painted strawberries.
Scandinavia?
This is the smallest layer.
I know. I want to find my littlest one in here because she's so cute.
Or Siberia? Siberia. I mean, because if it's Russian, or just game. I don't know. I'm gonna sound dumb now, so I'm gonna stop.
No.
Okay, look at the littlest one in here. Look how tiny she is. I could put her in my charm collection.
Aww.
Oh, she's even smaller. I keep trying to put mine in your frame, like dirt.
And the second
She's
from the
even
smallest
smaller.
is her, and then this one lives inside. Oh my gosh, it's so small I can't hold on to it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
so
wow.
cute.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mine has 7. Is it supposed to? I'm guessing there's supposed to be 7. I don't know.
7. Yeah, 7.
7, right?
I need to like read about like I'm curious like why, you know, how it got started and all that stuff. I like, you know, information like that. And then another charm that Ange sent me was this like it makes me think of Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it Jacques?
That is so cute.
Yes, I love that. And
My charms are packed away, but I keep one that I wear sometimes, and that's my crow's head. I want to eventually start
I like
using.
that.
$2 at my metaphysical shop. They have like little charms now.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
when I
$2?
saw like the pattern and everything on it, so
I love
I
that.
was gonna toss it in the charm bag, but I'm like, no, I want to keep wearing it, so that's staying out.
Oh,
yeah.
Jackie's like, I was
Elizabeth,
hoping somebody would be live.
when you put yours together, do you have to like line up the artwork?
Oh, you
I
know
always
that my inner emperor comes out and it has to be perfectly like
Same.
aligned. Like,
That's what I was just doing to each one of mine. I'm
That
like,
would be
oh,
me
the
too.
strawberries have to line up.
it's like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
did you
gotta
see the
say
smoke
that I
coming
might would
out?
do that too. I'd probably do that too.
Yeah.
Just because it would stand out to me if a pattern doesn't line up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would irritate me.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm pretty laid back. I mean, I have to be. I have twins, twin toddlers. So,
Well, yeah.
yeah. So,
She's
I pick
back
and choose my
together
battles.
again. She's home.
Yay.
She's home.
Some of my other favorite charms I have is I actually pulled these out of the Monopoly Beatles game.
Oh.
And yeah, I've got sorry, it's really hard to see these, but the Octopus Garden. So it's like a little octopus on a thing. So there's that song, an Octopus Garden. And oh yeah, this one's awesome. I've got a Rocky Raccoon, and it says it like on the side. Like it's really hard to see. Hold up. But it's got it etched on it. Like they're really nice, like pewter, like little pieces. And then I do have a Strawberry Fields Forever, but I don't know. It's in the bowl somewhere. Oh, and then there's Maxwell's hammer, the silver hammer, from that song, which I think is kind of cool. And what other? I just grabbed a few more charms.
My favorite Monopoly charm was the top hat. That's always been my favorite.
Yeah,
the little doggy.
The Scotty dog was
Scotty
probably my
dog.
favorite too. I had an obsession with little Scotty dogs when I was a little girl.
My mom used to draw them for me on my birthday cards and Christmas cards. She would draw little Scotty with the
So these are like some new like little ones that I got. I don't know if they've come out in a few readings since, but there's nothing in the book. But you can flip through. But they're those little books.
I think you were reading with Bill and one of those came out.
Yes. When no one is watching happens to be the title of that one. So that's cool, right? And this one came out in a read, and I was just kind of like, let's see. And I can't remember. I want to say maybe they said they've had some bad luck lately or something. Jinx or something. I don't know. I can't remember. And then just a couple more. I really like this Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, that's cool.
This came out with my shopping bag for like I lift shop for Tom one time. I was laughing about that. And then this is actually okay, so if the rule is everything's fair game around here. Like if my kids just like want to leave stuff and act like they don't care about it, then it's got the right to go in mom's charm bowl if I deem it worthy. And so we had this little speaker or whatever. It's from my son's Roblox stuff. Yeah. So it's little cool. Yeah. So I like that. But anyways, those are just some of my charms. I do have like a lot of like Lego stuff and I'm going to start making like because Ange, what are those sassy little quote charms you've been using? Where did you find those? Like I would just want to make some of my own like that. And I'm going to do it out of Shrinky Dinks.
on the Temu app.
You found those on the Temu app. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. And actually, if you go on there and if you search for like earrings, a lot of my charms are actually like wacky earrings they sell on like Temu, but I just take them apart. So it's just the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've done that before too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of these are like
that way. Mm-hmm.
Some of them are like pins as well, and I just like take that part off, or you can keep it on, but some of them are really like like these, like believe it or not, like these are earrings. Like, can you imagine? Like, hello. Yeah, see, they have.
Give it a try.
But yeah, like stop stop stressing over shitty people.
Love those. Love those. So yeah, I want to make some,
Chasing that Scholastic Book Fair vibe.
that book fair.
Yeah.
Yes, I've
I
seen that
remember
one.
those. I used to order the books.
And
Yeah.
I love the one with the cooler. I've seen this one. It's like I'm a lot cooler or
Yeah.
something like that. And it's like an igloo cooler.
Yes, I love
like,
that.
Yeah.
These are like just like expo markers, but they were earrings.
Now, I wouldn't have an earlobe left with those. My girls would pull them out.
What does it say? Something may the bridges I burn light the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I
feel
love
like
it.
my favorite Ange charm is the leg lamp.
Leg lamp.
Out,
Thank you.
Yeah. That's also from Temu. That's
yes, I love the Christmas story so much.
Let's see if I can find
that
it.
lamp for Jilly.
I love it.
I thought that was the ugliest thing I saw, and I was like, "Ew! Why would someone want that in their house?"
My sister-in-law, they have one
synonymous now with the '80s. You can't see that and not know what the
Yeah.
movie is. My
It's
fear
their
was always you
Christmas
could
lamp.
shoot your eyes out with the BB gun. So
yeah,
that was mine from that movie.
and the tongue on the pole.
Yeah.
This one's cool. This says
I feel so bad for that kid.
words matter.
Oh, I like that one. I love the
Mhm.
typewriter.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Right?
Yeah. So y'all share. And sometimes like, do you find yourself assigning like different meanings
Yep.
depending on the reading? Yeah. And then
Mhm.
sometimes I don't even know where a meaning just like fell out of my mouth. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that, like I don't really, I like to have room to use my intuition, and
Mhm.
I don't like to have set, strong hard meanings on some of them,
Yeah, I was using my round cards that I painted the other night when I was with Ange and Ramon, and a couple of them, the painting circles came up a second time, but within the reading, the images or new ones popped up that I didn't notice before to go with the reading. So yeah, a lot of cards, charms can all be used intuitively depending on, what the other cards are and what the reading is, most definitely.
Yes, and I find like the charm too, sometimes will even give somebody like confirmation, like, oh wow, okay, that's my, that's their initial, or that's my sign.
Oh, I love that.
Miss Tara D.
Yes, the fan. Yes, I had a fan. I put one in my shopping cart. I have to go back and get it.
Fanning the
I want one.
flames.
Yes, a fan is on my wish list. A mirror one is on my wish list. In my head,
Don't
my wish
trade
list.
your authenticity for approval.
I like that one,
Amen.
too.
No people pleasing. I love the saying ones. And then I thought of some like sayings that I wanted to come up
Is
with.
that a test?
Is that
It's a thermometer, but it could be a birth control.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
like,
It does look like a it does look like a
I was
stick.
like, either it's a pregnancy test or a COVID test.
It could be.
There you go.
Yeah.
It
Pull the
could
charm
be.
out. Oh, sorry, you must, you better check, make sure you don't have COVID. That must be it.
Look at the Rubik's Cube that's melting.
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's like my brain after trying to do one of those.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh yeah, I've seen those as
Oh.
earrings. Yes.
And I
Those are
could
fun.
not separate them, obviously.
No.
No.
Here it is. Here's one of them. Bobby's
Oh yay.
All the wings, yes.
Bobby's Angels. Come on.
It was so sweet.
Bobby's
He was
Angels.
just like, give me your
All
address.
I said was
I'm
Bobby's
made
Angels,
you a
and they
charm.
both appeared.
Bobby's
Wow.
Angels. Love it.
Bobby.
And I love his new channel name too. Wild.
Yeah,
Wings of
I do
Tarot.
too.
It's gonna take me a minute to
I
get used
saw
to
it
that.
2 hours though before we went live. It was like
So you had to
trying
edit
change it.
everything. There's a
It
little
wasn't
blood.
that big of a deal. It was all right.
Oh wow.
Ooh, that's a cool
But I got
one.
him back. I didn't mean
Right.
to during the show. I didn't realize my mic was on. And I was reaching in my charm bolt. It was like so loud. And he was like,
Yeah.
Karen, you mind? I was like, what? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It was funny.
If my mind doesn't say it, my face definitely will.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I need that on my forehead.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
Jackie.
not have a poker face, that's for sure.
Oh.
I fit my entire charm collection in this bag.
Yes.
I have like under 100 charms.
Oh, wow.
And some of them are, purchased, right? But a lot of them are things that came from my jewelry box, like charms for your necklace, and just random things from around the house.
Yeah.
So I haven't
Totally.
added to it in a while. And there are some things that I saw the other day that I was like, I should throw that in there. But then I was like, then I have to go through the fuss. When I first put this together, the nerd in me, like, well, I got to get a spreadsheet. And then I got to list all of the charms and assign a meaning. And do you know how many times I look at that spreadsheet that I created? 0. Sometimes I pull a charm, I'm like, what does that mean?
I'm just impressed
that was a great
you
spreadsheet.
finished
I
the
like that.
spreadsheet.
Oh,
Like that you actually did it. I'll start
I
it.
credit the emperor. I credit the
Wow.
emperor.
Wow. So when is your birthday, Elizabeth?
Ooh, my birthday is in April.
Ah.
Aries. I'm Aries.
Okay, I was about to say all this emperor. I'm like, are you an Aries? Like
The same day as my husband's birthday. That's when her birthday is.
my son is a Taurus. He was born in 420.
Wow. I know a lot of Tauruses.
420?
Yeah. He was. Seriously.
Oh. That's
People at the
like
hospital are
very
like, did you
close to
plan
the
it this way?
cutoff.
And I'm like, no.
Mhm.
It's right on the cusp.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the girls are right on the cusp too of Gemini and Taurus. May 22nd. So they were like real close there too.
My son is May 20.
Oh.
But like I haven't looked at him closely, but sometimes I swear I feel like he's Taurus all the way around. Like he's just textbook.
My son is, yeah.
I have 2 good friends who are Tauruses, and they have similarities, but they can't be any different. So it really shows how other placements in the chart affects,
Make a difference.
the sun signs. Yep.
Yeah, like my son is oh gosh, is he a Leo moon and a Libra rising, something like that. So I could see like that Leo moon, how, when it's something like he wants people to pay attention to him for and stuff like that. But his like Libra side kind of keeps him kind of a little bit, and the Taurus kind of keeps him a little bit shy, but it'll come out, like I'll see that like little peak where he just like lights up when he's being praised. And then
The face glows.
I love you, Leos. I love you. And then the Libra, he's always trying to can't we all just get along? Can't we just get along? Stop fighting, trying to be the peacemaker. And,
Is that a Libra?
Yeah.
They're peacemakers?
They can be, like, yeah, like because of the scales, like the they can be like, but it's because they care about other people and wanting everybody to just get along and stuff or whatever. I kind of saw that like little Libra inside to him there, like the little diplomat.
Yeah, I miss our show. Once I get settled in Oregon, we'll have to pick that show up again, Karen.
Yeah.
What's my sign or what's your sign?
Fun.
That was fun. I miss that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that. Absolutely. So, well, we've been sharing charms and stuff. I
don't know where the leg lamp is. I tried. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's okay.
But it came out. It came out once.
It lives in my memory.
Like seriously. I've got no is a complete sentence.
Yes.
And reminder, you owe yourself the love you give so easily to others?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of these
Yes.
questions would be great if Jackie's still here.
Shit show.
Shit show.
Yeah. So I create this like list. I keep a thing in my phone. It's called note, in my notes on my phone, and it's like weird questions I have asked myself.
That's cool.
It's literally what it's titled.
I might know one or two of those on there, Karen.
So I added this one yesterday because, in Ireland, there's
She's still
supposedly no
here.
snakes. Yes. Thank you, Jackie.
Oh
Thanks
yeah, I
for
remember
that.
you talking about the snakes. Yes.
Yes. So there are apparently no snakes.
Ooh, I'm moving
But
to Ireland.
St. Patrick, because supposedly
there's
Patrick chased them out, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Bear with me, Jackie. I know you're probably like, that's
What?
not quite it, Karen. But something that ran through my mind are, do people have pet snakes in Ireland? Like, if it was such a big deal. Only pet snakes, so you can have pet snakes.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, thank you.
Your burning question was answered.
there you
So
go.
it's not like here in Florida that people take their exotic snakes and set them free. And
But they'll say, yeah. It
I
doesn't
know.
mean though
Oh
that there
my
can't be
God.
like, yeah.
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
'cause it's the port too. All the exotic animals coming in and out. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a poetry question I have here from writing haikus. It's okay. So I'm Southern, and sometimes we add an extra syllable to things. So I was counting syllables, and I'm like, is child, is that one syllable or two?
Depends on what state you live in.
Jewel. Like I was starting to think of these words, and I'm like, what are the rules behind
I would say
here?
2 syllables for jewel. For jewel.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. So
Jewel.
jewel,
Child sounds like one child.
jewel.
Child, please.
Child.
Child, please.
Welcome
Oh
to
my
my
gosh.
brain. Oh, hey Amanda, thank you. Oh,
Hey,
that's sweet of
Amanda.
you. Thank you. Oh. So let's see, other questions that I've asked. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This is a really good one. Do you like your own YouTube videos?
Yes.
You mean
I cannot watch mine over. I cannot hear
but
the
do you
sound
hit
of
the
my
like button
voice.
the like
on your
button?
Yes.
own videos?
Rochelle said so.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
In the chat, Rochelle said so.
Yep.
Yes.
She said
Well.
she said it was a form of self-love. So if you can't love your own
Oh.
videos.
I love that. That is brilliant. Yes.
I
Yes.
have a
I
hard time
forget
hearing my
to.
voice.
All the good stuff
yeah.
over at Rochelle's Patreon.
That's right.
So I just thought of it because I was just like, I kind of feel like there's that part of me that is like, it's kind of dumb liking your own video, but it's kind of dumb not to.
Yep.
You never know, that one extra like might get you to the next set of algorithms.
Yeah, exactly.
I do watch all of my videos too because I always look to see. If I don't watch them, I'm not aware. I was not aware how many times I say
Oh my God, yes.
Oh
I
gosh.
say like
Elizabeth?
1,000 times. But
You
because
couldn't
I
possibly
watched,
say it more
I
than me.
have noticed that I slowly start to, now I still do it, but I have been reducing the number of ums.
Yeah, and then I just replaced them with likes. And I say
You
know. But yeah,
lots of ums.
The ums. I was reading about
have a
how
case of the ums. Oh, I'm sorry.
to stop that, and or I know I was looking at YouTube videos, and there was this YouTube video. I think it was 12 years old at this point. I saw it, and this guy is supposedly some, he's got the rules, the answers behind this. He knows all about speeches and all that good stuff. And he was just like, literally, what you have to do is just shut your mouth before you speak. Like, don't leave your mouth open while, like, so you don't have the space. Yeah, no, it's like literally like shut your mouth, think about it, and try it. Like, it's just it's an exercise
your
to
brain.
focus.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have another idea. Or invite Bill on your channel and have him call you out, and then you could be embarrassed in front of everybody. Like, if you're trying to improve your number of subscribers,
Did he call you out?
Yes, he said I should stop saying So I've been focusing on that. So I take these long pauses, and so I find myself talking really slowly and intentionally. So then he said I have to go in the editing software and bump myself up to 1.2.
He's the first person that I ever heard suggest that to me before.
Oh,
Bill. I love Bill.
Love you too, Bill.
He takes it seriously. Yeah. And I love that. I mean, like, he made me think about things I hadn't thought about before.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but I have no right thinking about some of these things right now, because it's not really, I don't have enough information in my analytics. You know what I mean? Like, oh, hey, Sandy, how are you? Hi,
Sandy.
thank you. Hi.
Sandy.
Bill is funny. He's funny. Oh my Lord, y'all. Today's life with Friday night. He started riffing some poetry together at the end. Y'all. Just the tip. And I was like, what?
What?
I must have missed that one.
Just go towards the end. Like, I think it was one of the last readings. I think he was getting like his oracle things, with the scratch off, and there were words, and he was just like putting
them together.
He did that. Laughing.
He did it the other night with the Scrabble tiles. He was using the Scrabble tiles, and then, but the entire chat was like jumping in, trying to help him, and then like, no, you missed the word. Add this. Add veto.
Oh,
add
bless
veto.
his heart.
What should I do with the Q's and the Z's?
I know, those are the hardest.
Yeah, and he, I mean, he'll tell you how we actually talked about it on my live or whatever. I think not too long ago, but like how he had to have a dictionary of Scrabble because he did, he needed to help spell because of his learning, the way he processes information. So I think sometimes not sometimes, I know that like this is just a part of his life. You know what I mean? Like aware of how his brain processes things, and that spelling isn't his strength, but he knows the words and the vocabulary and everything. So I don't know, maybe it's sometimes too that plays a factor in how we process information. But that poem, he had no problem processing it. He just spit it right out. We were just dying laughing. Like, it was really funny. I'm like, just no. And he got really like, And I mean, he didn't. It was like, if you know, but if you don't, it's like, okay, I don't get this. Like, anyways, so, we'll do like, I'm trying to pick my next really good question here, because this is actually like really like a question that I've been wanting to ask other, readers, and I just don't think about it sometimes. Okay, so do you believe that you can ask tarot questions in your head, or do you read aloud, especially if you were reading for yourself? Okay, like, I know it's different if we're reading for somebody else, but do you believe that there's more power in saying it aloud? Or like me, I believe that I can ask it in my head. I ask questions all the time in my head. Like, I feel like why would we have to say it? You know what I mean?
Oh, I think I know what you mean. It's like when we're shuffling, do we feel like we have to say it out louder? I do both, but sometimes I'll keep it in my head.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a double-edged sword. So I do it in my head. However, by the time I pull out a card, I already forgot what I said in my head. So it helps
write
me
down
to
the
say
question.
it out
It's really the
loud.
best. Yeah.
When I say
Sometimes
it
I
out
write
loud,
too.
it stays here better than when I just say it in my head. When I say it in my head, I pull the cards and then I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to read what I see because I already forgot what I asked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
For me,
that's what I'm
Sometimes
thinking too. Yeah, like because it's spirit. Like why, like, and I'm thinking like even if we want to ask our angels for help, we could pray even in our head because they're angels. Like why couldn't they hear you? You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Mhm.
it's kind
Yeah.
of silly to think that they couldn't. You know.
Mhm.
Um.
I tap in
And
easier
yeah.
if I say it out loud. Here we go with the albums. But yeah, I even when I'm even when I'm reading for myself, I will say it aloud. Yeah. I never really thought of that until now. So
Sometimes I
You're
have to write
welcome.
out the question. But then when I write out the question, sometimes I don't need to, but there are times when I need to make sure that I word the question so it's not too vague. So I'm like, oh, try to be as specific as possible. So sometimes I have to figure that out, but sometimes it comes easily and I'll just say it either in my head or out loud. So yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And
Find
that
what
kind of
works
brings
best
it
for
back to
you.
like asking the good questions and forming them or whatever. I think I need to like try to write mine down more, maybe.
Open-ended questions. Go check out
Yes,
the video that Elizabeth
yes.
and I did.
Oh, and then I noticed like um I had well, I'm reading stuff all the time anyways. I don't know where I read it or saw it, but I thought it was so cool that you brought up one time you were helping somebody rephrase their question and because they had put like should or maybe it was Elizabeth. I can't remember. It was one of you two.
I think it
It
was
was one of you.
Lyrical Live
It was one
Stream.
of you. And
It was
yeah,
Lyrical
like
Live
they
Stream, I
phrased it
think.
like should and you were like, hey, you know, let's rephrase that in a different way. Not like, I'm asking, it almost sounds like we're like asking, for permission
Permission.
or is that the right thing? Like,
Sally.
yeah, yeah,
I think because we
Yeah.
were reading for Sally and she wanted to know, should I start my own business?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're just like, well, how can we word this? So yeah, we were, yep. I think that
okay,
makes sense.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So instead
And I
of
was,
like should would be
yeah,
like a yes or no, like should I, yes or no. But
should I?
if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
that's a closed-ended question, but if you
Mm-hmm.
reframe it, and that was the whole preface around the how to get the most out of your tarot readings video that Elizabeth and I did on my channel not that long ago. And it was so good. And that's how we sort of came up with the idea because as we're reading for people and people are like, oh, can I just get a general? Or, oh, what does so and so think of me? Or, there was like a similar sort of style of questions that were coming through. And instead of just saying, I don't read on third party, boop, you know what I mean? And dismissing somebody, because everybody I feel, is worthy of spending time
Yeah,
with
yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of, helping them with their question. But so many people often will just, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't read on that, and then poof,
And
off to
don't
the next
even say
person.
like, can you rephrase it or yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but when we take time and compassion to help people, because people are coming to us because they need help. That's what they're coming to
Mm-hmm.
us for, right?
And
And
explain it too, because sometimes they just don't know.
right.
They don't know what they don't even know what tarot is. They're just there and they saw the person before getting insight and they're like, I want that too, but they
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
cool,
some
Janet.
people are scared of it too, they don't really know what it is. I've gotten a lot of questions that people would say, well, what is it when you say spirit? Like, what do you mean by that? And I'm like, oh, okay,
Yes.
well, thanks for asking. For me, this is what it means. And I love when people are curious.
Mm-hmm.
There's other people who will come on the channel and just sort of like, oh, this is evil, this is wrong, the Bible's like, oh, okay. And that's okay. I've even taken the time with those people to say, okay, well, that's all right if that's the way you feel. You don't have to be here, but just so you know, like, this is sort of what I believe in, and this is what I'm tapping into when I'm doing it, and it's
Yeah.
not evil, and this is actually a really good psychological tool for self-development and things like that. But people come to it from different angles, and yeah, sometimes it's just nice to take the time to explain it to people so they understand what it is that you're offering. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, that kind of like segues into like another thing. I know we've had these conversations before, and I know this came up on Heather's channel too with Friday night sidekicks.
With
Sidekicks.
Allison.
Did I say
Yeah.
that right? Yeah. Okay.
Sidekicks. So
I
it's
love
like a
it.
sidekick.
But I
It's a
mess it up
sidekick.
when
Yeah,
I
but we
say it.
spell it. Yeah. It's a
It's
wordplay.
about Ouija boards,
Mm,
like what
yeah.
makes them more like, why is it okay for me to pull my cards but I don't like touching Ouija boards really.
We're all
And
different.
it's different to me because
Mm.
I feel like, okay, what do most people do when they sit down with a Ouija board? Who's there, right? Like who wants
They're
to talk
opening
to
all
us? And I'm
sorts of
like,
doors.
like
Yeah.
that's first off an issue. And
Yeah.
also though too, like that we're the way that we do with the planchette or whatever, I feel like I'm actually putting more energy that I'm just allowing other energy to just move for me. It almost feels more personal than just me like shuffling cards and knowing that, like I don't know, like it's different for me. It's different because supposedly it's moving on its own, right? Supposedly. And yeah, I don't like that. And then that it can just spell out words too, like just the letter of the alphabet. Like so, it's not communicating like through a series of pictures and meaning, like as in tarot. I mean, it's a really easy way to communicate, and anybody can do it. So I kind of feel like that's where some of it. What were some of like things you were wanting to say, Heather?
Oh no, it was just when people need to learn how, especially young people, or they think it's cool. Hey, let's grab a Ouija board, But
No,
when
I
you
don't
do
have
that,
any.
it's something that's spiritual. That's something that needs to be prayed before. You have your protections in place. You're properly grounded, making sure that you are enough in your mind and body. For some people, like Bobby, he can smoke cannabis and still be able to have a safe space for him to communicate with spirit, while some they're not able to do that, and some people go into to reading sometimes, drinking or using cannabis. It's just there's so many different variables. But when to me, I think is when you really know what you're properly doing and you understand what the board is supposed to be for, and the respect is there, it's given, and you're grounded, and your protections are in place, and your heart is in the right place, then to be able to proceed. And when you're done, to make sure to remember to thank, to close, break down again
Oh
the
yeah,
cycle,
opening and
just like
closing.
anything, and letting.
Yes.
So it's there's a lot involved in properly doing it, whereas people just kind of going, oh, let's grab this, this is going to be, and never
Well,
knowing
they
what
market it
word's
as a
going to come
game.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's a game.
Yeah.
It's not a
Same with the
game.
pendulum.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that I think a lot of times with the Ouija board, a lot of people view it as a game, so it's done in a group. And that requires a lot of trust, right? I've heard people openly admit that they specifically moved it themselves, But I have to say that I get the same.
Bill said that.
Yes. Yes, he did. I get the
their eyes were
same.
closed.
Yeah. I get the same trepidation when I use the pendulum, and I have pendulums and I do use them sometimes, but I feel very careful, cautious, and I work very hard to connect with it personally, and then thank it for answering the question and close it. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just don't really I don't really feel connected with my pendulums anymore. Like, I mean, I found one and I repaired it. Like my cat would get them all the time when I had a cat, and we're before we lost her. But yeah, I couldn't have pendulums because she would get them and play with them anyways. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess we just go through phases, and right now, like I'm just not feeling my pendulum. I don't know how else to put it.
Amanda asked if you have a Ouija board. I don't know if you answer that. Did you? Amanda,
I did kind of like, but yeah, I know I don't have one. No.
You don't have
yeah,
one?
no. Yeah, no. That's a great answer, Karen. No, I don't have one. I made one when I was in high
I have a
school.
friend that did too. She actually made an angel board You know, she cut all her letters. She found beautiful pictures of angels. She got a board.
Oh,
She glued them all down, and then she took Mod Podge, went
I like
over
that
it,
idea. An
and
angel
then she
board.
consecrated and blessed it using the archangels and with her ritual circle and stuff. So yeah,
An
you know.
angel board. That's cool.
I
I
think
like
Mhm.
Rain
that.
has one too, that she
I did
uses to
not
communicate
know.
with her animals that she likes
Yeah,
to do.
she uses her pendulum.
Cool.
Yeah, I think
It's
for
pretty.
any of these tools, it just comes back to intention. What is your intention? And like
Mm-hmm.
Heather was saying, as long as whatever you're using, even like when we use the tarot, right? As long as you're setting your atmosphere and your protections, and you're tapping into, whatever it is you're tapping into, but your
Yeah.
intention, that's what it comes down to, right? So
Yeah.
if you have more than one person who's going to come and utilize your tools to tap into whatever, then hopefully you know what their intention is, because it can be yeah, it can get messy if not, if it's used,
Absolutely.
because you can misuse tarot just like you can misuse a Ouija board,
Did y'all just see
Absolutely.
that?
Spiritual hygiene. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
I
had
did.
an orb fly by. I could see it on the camera, but I couldn't see it in front of me.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Why is it I can only see it on a device and not actually physically see it?
Yeah, because
That
it
drives me
it
nuts.
comes through different vibrations, like different
It doesn't
frequencies.
happen
Yeah.
very often. It's
Yeah.
interesting we're
And
talking
different
about
light
this
filters
and that,
too.
and that shot through. Wow.
I tell you what would freak me out would be to, like people who say like when they see them visibly with their eyes, like
Mm-hmm.
without looking, like not recorded, like when you visibly see something glowing like an orb.
Shanny
Yeah,
has seen one in here a
that would
couple
freak me
times.
out.
Here and at the trailer, he's able to see them. I'm like, how come I don't get to see them with my eyes? And he's like, I don't
He's
know.
like,
He's Pisces, so he's more
yeah,
intuitive
oh yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
connected,
yeah,
so
yeah,
he might more naturally have that ability. So
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. That would be crazy though, like I mean, it would be a really cool thing to witness, but I mean, of course, like, I can imagine like my heart would race or whatever, because I mean, it's like something like, whoa, what's
Mhm.
happening, right? Um, so yeah, I don't really see, I've never really saw that. I saw mist before,
Mhm. Me too.
um, and I've had things disappear and reappear that made no sense. You know what I mean? Like, just some weird things like that. And then I had a lot of things happen in like dreams. Like, my dad comes and visits me in my dreams a lot. Um, and he, came and visited me the night, before my mother-in-law passed.
Mm.
Or that night she passed. And I woke up, I was like, I knew.
Mhm.
Because he came and picked her up in which I'm thinking is like the chariot, you know, came
Yeah.
and picked her up in an old like
Hey, let's go take a
T-bird or
ride. Let's
something like that.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And and his
Like
brother was sitting right
Aretha
next to him. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
in your
So
Cadillac. Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. I think I do I'm more with the dreams because like in my chart, like my moon is in the 12th house. So that's what we associate like Pisces a lot with is that 12th house. So I think it comes through like it a lot of times like in dreams and things like that. But I'm also trying to still get used to like not discrediting my intuition. Oh, that can't be, or that can't, like
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's hard.
Trusting your
It's hard.
intuition.
Yappy dog voice, right? Like on the full card, like get away. What are you doing? It's like that voice in my head. It's hard. I'm just trying to let go of more and more surrendering. I'm surrendering more to that with time. So, and our skills, the more it's like a muscle. The more you use it, the more it improves. And I believe everybody has capabilities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just, I think, the way that we've been socialized and brought up and everything. I think we're taught that these things aren't normal.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's bad. Like Tuckeray, oh, you can't tell people that. They're gonna think you're crazy. That kind of stuff.
Yep.
So it's that kind of thing. Oh, honey, it's nothing. You're just, having a bad dream.
Mhm.
I try to be careful about that one with my kids, you know, like, because I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be like, oh, you didn't see that or whatever. But I try to like help them come up with maybe other reasons, you know, or something like, well, hey, you know, maybe it could have been this. Um, or, you know, I'll play the let's debunk it game with them to try to find
Yeah.
reasons. So then it
Mm-hmm.
like it gives you some empowerment though too, especially when you're a child to see like, oh, you know, like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that could have been the air conditioning switching on, or you know, little
Mm-hmm.
things like that too to help discernment. That's it, discernment.
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, I'm not like, oh, that's silly, that wasn't that, or whatever, you know, like we talk about it or whatever. And yeah, I try to be uh, as nurturing about that as possible because if they are like seeing these things, I don't want to like
Yeah, I had a
scare it out
nightmare
of
as a
them.
child that wasn't a nightmare. It was actually a shadow figure.
Oh,
So, but I didn't
oh,
realize that until I got older and I said, oh,
shadow
that's what
figure.
that was. So,
Mm,
yeah, sometimes it depends. It can be a bad dream, or sometimes, you know, it's,
man.
yep, you know, it was a
Yeah,
shadow
and I
person.
don't.
Yeah.
I mean, my girls are Pisces moons, so I there's no telling. There's
Yeah.
no telling.
I'm a Pisces moon too.
Um. Oh, so my girls have, yeah, that's cute. Oh, they have, y'all have the same moon sign. Protect your dreams. This is from Amanda. Protect your dreams. Make sure to ask
Hmm.
for protection. Yes, I
Yep.
have. I
I
have
always
done
ask
that.
Archangel
Yes,
Michael. Yep.
yes. And then I keep. I heard like blue kyanite is good to keep with you. I keep some on my bedside table, but I know there's like some others too. But it's something about like um with your dreams and you know
Hmm.
helping, yeah, giving you some type of protection there, I guess. I don't know, I gotta read that again, but
I
that's
know black kyanite's good for grounding and protection, but
yeah.
they're a higher vibrancy, vibrational stone, like on a black tourmaline. So when I was in Arizona, we had someone hand me a black. I can't remember which hand went into. I think it was the black went into the right hand, and the blue went into the other, and it was drawing in, you know, that positive energy, have that energy coming in through the blue kyanite to help clear, cleanse, and release. And then what's getting
Ooh.
released gets trapped, and you get grounded with the black kyanite. So it's always good. You know, I don't have to get one of
You
those
worked at a
pieces again.
crystal store, right?
Yeah, I was head of the crystal department. I did the
Yeah.
crystal Reiki healing through Sedona. I have two. I'm actually certified with the International Reiki Association for my crystals, and
Cool.
I was in charge of the crystal department. It was my pride and joy when I was there. So I would create, you know, chakra bags, or I would make bags for sometimes the zodiac signs, or for specific, you know, like healing, or you know,
That's like my dream.
strength or
Like,
health.
I would love to
So
do stuff like that.
mhm,
You know,
yeah,
get paid for it to do that. Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
I got a feeling I'll probably pick that up again within the next year or
I'm
so.
like, that
Hmm.
sounds like a dream. Um,
Oh, it was great. I got to be paid for it. Oh my God, girl. You know, and then
yeah.
when our boss would come up from the shows, or get, you know, things from his, you know, his stones from his dealers and stuff, he would, you know, bring the flats in and say, here, which one, and they go, which ones do you want? You know, and I would have my pick, you know, and then, you know, sometimes he would ask
Ooh,
me, is there a certain type of stone you want me to keep an eye out for? And he would see if he would, you know, and then I would get the
nice.
slats. I would pick out which, and I got 50% off on my crystals. So
Ooh.
it was just like a lot of times half the paycheck was gone
That's
before,
what would
you
happen
know.
to me,
Hmm.
actually. Yeah. I'm
So
telling
yeah,
that
it was
Taurus and
nice.
me, we like
Yeah. I
things.
sometimes still dream that I keep going back to the store and saying, yeah, I
Mm.
used to work here. Is there any way I could work here again? Because he told me when I left, if I ever wanted a job, to come back. Well, that was like 16 years ago. So I guess that's, you know, the question. But yeah,
I have dreams
he was a
about
very good
waitressing
boss.
still.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Like
Hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
fire tables in my sleep sometimes. Like when you fire a table, it's like you're telling the kitchen to start cooking their order. So I'd be like, fire table 21,
Yeah.
86 the tuna. 86 means they're out. Like,
Oh, okay.
and I like literally said that. I was like, 86 the tuna. Am I,
That's going to come out during
yeah.
a live show when we're reading one of these things. If I don't remember one of those, well, I'll be like, wait a minute, 86 the tuna. What does this word mean?
Yeah. I need to like actually make a charm called 86 and see if like somebody who works in the restaurant industry happens to actually get that charm. That would be cool. Huh?
Right?
I'd be like, I masterminded this.
86, that tower card.
That would be
86
cool to have a whole
86 the
tower, like
tower.
a tarot deck around that, you know, around servers and their language that they
Yeah.
use. That would be really
Yeah,
cool.
that would be cool.
Oh, yeah. That would be.
What card would be fire the table? Get it started.
Hmm.
Like
8 of Wands?
Ace of Wands.
Ace of Wands.
Yeah.
New energy.
Turning, yeah, like Ace of Wands could be like the clip of the turning on their gas stoves because I don't use gas
Mhm.
or whatever. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I worked in restaurants for a while, and you know, you're like
did my mom.
multitasking and you're doing so many things. So like, yeah, I think it just like bled off into my sleep. I'm like, dadgummit, why am I working in my dream?
That's what my mom did her whole life, was
BS.
cooking, waitress, and I couldn't handle it. I couldn't do the numbers. I couldn't do the math. I couldn't do the change. And trying to remember, no, I would help her get waters or coffees or stuff when she needed me to help bus tables and stuff. But after that, you know, she was the
No.
pro. I just
But I mean,
dreamt I
it's a
had
lot
milk
of work.
crap.
I like could eat whatever I
I'm
want when I
disappointed.
waitressed. I
Yeah.
burned so many calories. Oh my gosh, I've done that before, Amanda. Like I dreamt something. I'm like, I was like dreaming
I
that
dream
I
going
had
to a
something and then wake
bakery.
up and it's not there.
If I'm having a dream and I go to places where I'm going to different vendors, like in a mall, you know how they have all the shops there. I walk through looking to see who's got what in their front case for sweets, and when I wake up, it's like, okay, I got to have some chocolate, because in my
Oh,
dream I was trying to pick out which place I wanted to go to get something, something
yes.
sweet,
Oh, that
piece of
sounds like a
chocolate
good
or
one.
something. Yeah.
That sounds like a good one. I have some crazy dreams. Well,
Yeah.
thank y'all so much for, doing this on I mean, I did bring it up like a month ago, but then I like didn't do the thumbnail forever. So thank you for being able to do this like at the last minute and
Sure.
celebrate 1 year and
Congratulations.
see
That's
y'all
an
again
achievement.
next year here,
Yes.
like
Keep believing
we'll
in
all be
yourself.
doing it. Thank you so much. Y'all are amazing.
Thanks for inviting us.
No,
Karen,
thank
I had actually
you.
pulled some cards for you before the show started.
Oh,
Because
cool.
usually when we have
Oh,
celebrations like this, a lot of
okay. I
times I
love
love to
that.
pull cards. So the first card that flew out from my Sacred Feminine with the seeds is Follow the Cycles. So follow your intuition, girl. You're on the right track. Just remember to
Oh,
believe in yourself, follow that intuition, and go with the flow. And as always, like you're saying, when we're done with readings, always say a prayer of thanks, but also I say a prayer of thanks to having you in my life and being a
oh,
part of my channel and our community. So I say a prayer of thanks for you and for all of us going into nature. So make sure you get more into nature, fresh air, honey,
the
walking,
weather's
getting
getting better.
connected to the earth, get some fresh air, watch your thoughts, because we know sometimes, the stinking thinking gets in there, like my counselor likes to say. So
Oh,
just
yeah.
making sure that you stay positive about your channel and your thoughts about yourself. And this was interesting. For my tarot, I pulled a top and bottom card, and they were both eights. So your top card is Eight of Pentacles. Keep working hard. You're honing your craft. You're honing your ability to read. Just keep working on that. And the bottom card, Eight of Wands. Things are moving nicely and quickly and
Cool.
moving for you. So I love these
Cool.
cards for you. So congratulations
Wow,
again, my
two
dear.
eights. That's pretty
Yes,
cool. Yeah, I've
those are
been
my
getting
life
that Eight
path
of Pentacles a
numbers.
lot in my dailies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just keep
like for
working
me.
hard on your channel and on you. Not just your channel, but making sure you work on you,
Yes.
because you have to
Yeah,
come first.
yeah,
Really.
because really, I mean, everything is a reflection. e- Everything that's on the inside of us, we can see it in one way or another reflected outwardly to us, like in our home, in the way, yeah. So,
like they always say, you got the
absolutely.
mother has to take the, get the air first to be able to help the child. She has to
Yeah.
make sure her. So same thing with all of us. Make sure that you're taken care of so that
Yeah, because
everything else falls into place. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like even if like they can't, like they're at an age like they can't take care of themselves, like so yeah, that makes sense, right?
So
Yeah. How can
making
you
sure you
help
take care of
somebody?
you
Yeah.
first.
Oh. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. Thank y'all so much, everybody. I just wanted to give y'all a chance. What do y'all have coming up?
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute! Tomorrow night, and
Yes, tomorrow, lyrical live
live
stream
with Alana.
with Alana
Oh,
Banana.
fun.
Yeah,
Atlanta banana. I like that.
Alana
And
Banana
I
from.
don't know if we're going to have a Friday night show because it's my girl's birthday, so she may be going out and
Oh,
spending the evening with her fella. So
yeah.
I'll know by tomorrow afternoon, she said. So yeah, and then next Monday, Nancy is back, and Nancy, I hope you feel better, my dear.
Yeah.
She,
Yes.
came
On
down
that
with the
flu.
flu,
I'm
so
sorry. Like, I
so
hate the flu.
she and I will be back Monday with Selena as our guest
Yeah.
for Divine Feminine. So that's what I've got coming up right now.
Yay. Sounds awesome. What about you, Ange?
Lyrical live stream tomorrow at 7, like she was
Yeah.
saying,
Duh.
with Alana. And then on the 29th, we have another lyrical live stream with Ramon. It's a special edition of lyrical live stream.
Ramon, I saw
It'll
that.
be our final, our farewell tour, if you will.
That's
But only
awesome.
temporary. We'll be back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we'll have to figure something else out. But
Yeah.
for now, yeah, that's all I have for now. I've been going
Yeah.
live a lot. I need to focus on some different things in April, a different type of content, but I'm still going to be live. I'm still going to be collabing with all of you and everything. It's just that when you go live 5 days a week or 6 days a week or back to back, it can be a lot, right? It can be a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and it can expend
Yeah,
a
it
lot of your
can.
energy. And if you don't recoup in between and then you try to come on again, you're just doing yourself a disservice. And then the readings that you do are not going to be,
Yes.
as
Yeah.
on
Replenish
point.
that
So
well. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Totally.
So well.
I just started a new job. Like I'm tired. Like if you notice today, I'm
Yay.
tired because mentally it takes a lot when you start a new job, right? Like you're trying to like
Oh
learn all
my
the
God,
things.
it's
And
so
Yeah.
tiring. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
today I had a really, it wasn't a bad
Oh.
day. It was just a lot to take in because yesterday was my first official like solo day, like out of training. And then today I would say was really amped up because Tuesdays are our registration day for our students. So let's just say
Okay.
I got to really take the reins today, and it was like, whoa. So it's just a
You
lot
made it.
because you don't want to, thank you. Yeah, you don't want
You
to
did it. Yeah.
make a mistake or whatever, but at the same time, it's just like, okay, who do I go to, and then you got all these different people and you don't want to step on anyone's toes, but at the same time, like you got to get the answer that you need, and
Mm-hmm.
you know
And
how it is.
sometimes it's hard. That's the biggest trick. Sometimes is not knowing all the answers, but knowing who to go to for the
Yeah, knowing
answers
who
when
to
you
go
don't
to.
know them.
That's mhm.
Your resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then it
Yeah.
becomes, because there's different departments, if you will, and then it's like, okay, here's the question. Okay, so it comes to me. I can't answer it because it's not my field of like what I'm doing. So I'm like, oh, so I reach out to so and so. I'm like, hey, like, what are we supposed to do with this? Oh, that goes to so and so. So we pass it to so and so, and then she comes back with nope, and I'm like, okay, at the
Oh
end of
my
the day,
God.
like this student
Yeah.
needs an answer. So can we just answer the student and not play this? It's not my job. It's not my job. I don't like
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
don't like that,
Passing the
especially when it
ball.
reflects on you, because like technically someone threw the ball in your court, even though it wasn't even your
Yes.
ball to begin with. And you're like, now what do
Yes.
I do
It's
with this
not
thing?
table tennis,
Right?
like you're hitting that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So, and these are all like adults that should know better and not act like that. But this is how it is in these workplaces out here.
Yep.
People want to play
Or,
mean girl, both online and offline. So, yeah.
wow. I
Mm-hmm.
have to tell you, and about like some cards. I think I had told you I pulled some cards. Like now that you're saying that, there's one that I'm thinking of right now. I gotta talk to you about it later. Because I'm like, oh God, that's
Yeah.
shedding a little bit of light. But as long as like we're always gonna have people who don't like, that we were or that have attitudes or whatever. It's just part
Yeah.
of the work environment. And just knowing like it's just something you got to deal with.
Gotta be mature.
Don't have to like it, but
Yeah, it's not about like when I go to work, it's not about I'm not there to like anybody. I'm just there to get a
exactly.
paycheck. And
Yeah.
but we are there to do a job, and when the job's
Yeah.
not being done properly, I'm gonna say something about it. And they've learned that today. So
Thank you, Jackie.
there you go.
Yes, thank you, Jackie.
Good for you, Ange.
So,
Good.
yeah.
I love it.
I mean,
love it.
like it's just
That's
nonsense.
awesome.
There's so much nonsense in the world. Let's just cut out the nonsense and let's get to it. Come on.
Yep.
Yes.
So
well, Elizabeth,
I would say the same. I'm pulling back a lot, and I just finished wrapping up
you've been busy
most
too.
of the commitments that I had, and I'm happy that everything is done. And I'm hoping to just kind of go to like maybe one live per week, because I really do like to focus on pre-recorded content, and I feel like I'm getting away from that. So
yeah,
I'm
and
trying
to me,
to.
I just like the live, so I don't have to edit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like, readings are fun. Doing readings are fun, but like I want to do more than just read for people. So I need to bring myself back into alignment and back into balance and do the things that bring me joy. Like when I started my channel, it was definitely because there were certain things that I wanted to accomplish, and lately I find myself being pulled away from those things that I wanted to accomplish. So that's what I'm working on, my content, and I have a live coming up with Robin, so I'll be on Saturday Night Love.
Cool.
Saturday Night Love with Robin next week. But yeah, I'll be cutting back lives to maybe one per week.
Okay.
This week was Bill.
Yeah. I've got I think I just gotta do the thumbnail for it. I mean, I already have it. I just gotta put it up. But I think I'm gonna bring back T and Tarot. Like I think I'm ready to do that for like Thursdays at 2. And then Saturdays, yeah, the 22nd. Saturday, I will be on Spiritual Rain's channel for love. I think what time is hers? At 7?
7. Yeah, 7 Eastern.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'll check before, of course, but yeah, I'm so excited. That I love like all of her promo, like all of the things like videos and everything that she's done and her whole like vibe.
Yeah.
Like it's so cute and sweet. I love it.
I'm glad that she's back. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Always with her when she goes on her like little breaks. So yeah. Yeah. And then y'all know I do my breaks. Like, I mean, I just have to. It's So, I mean, this isn't my job, like this is my passion, but it's not a job, right? So, yeah, like I've got.
I remember Miss Tarot D.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I remember Miss Tarot D saying that she saw and she shared last weekend something that she saw on someone's desk at work, and it said, "Self-care is not vanity; it's sanity." So make sure that we all got to do what we can to take care of ourselves, so that we stay in a good, healthy place for our fellow, readers and chatters.
Well, awesome. Well, thank y'all so much. I know I kept y'all a little bit longer than I meant to tonight. Okay. That doesn't surprise me though. Like I tried. But I really enjoyed this, and and I'm so glad like I got some cool pajamas now too. Like I would have never got these, and now I'm kind of like taking them. I'm like, I feel like a legit, like I could go to a pajama party right now. I wanted to. A little old, but my son wants his birthday. He wants like a big sleepover every year, so I'm like, I gotta get ready for that. For the
Those
boys.
were fun though when we were kids, weren't
yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember
Lord.
a few that I went
That's
to.
what they
Yeah.
all want to do for their birthday parties now. It's like sleepover.
My
So.
son is 20 and he's still doing sleepovers.
Yes.
It might be a little different, but yeah.
They all think I'm
It's like
mom,
I
so they want to
crashed on
come
the
and say
couch.
goodnight. I'm like, get
Mm.
out of my room.
Oh, well,
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
have
make
that
sure I
beautiful
hug my
energy,
littles tonight.
Elizabeth. Of course, they're going to feel, you as mama energy. You radiate that. You
Yeah,
do.
absolutely. Well, thank y'all so much. Everybody, please subscribe to all the channels here today. We greatly appreciate that. And comments after the show are really cool too. And they help analytics. And even if you just put some emojis.
Emojis,
Yeah. I mean, that's what I go around and do sometimes too. So, but yeah, anyways, well, I will hopefully see y'all Thursday here on my channel to pull out my tea leaf cards and let's, spill some tea.
There you go.
All right. Night, everybody.
Bye,
Take
everybody.
care.
Have a good night.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.